I've got a lot of tension in my shoulders.
So I'm going to include some relaxing ones that are also good for the shoulder. Very base of the sacrum and then strongly up. Spicy and stimulating, really good for blood flow. Seeing what the spine is telling me. And then along the ridge. Oh yes, I think it's worse on this side. At the sacrum, strongly. Okay, nice deep breath, Lisa.
And then you're doing the facial, and then plus you're doing the suction thingy on me as well, aren't you?
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I'll get them all out ready. So this is the facial cupping we're doing.
Lovely.
And Swedish Massage.
And I've got a lot of tension in my shoulders and in there as well. Yeah, around in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in between the scapula and the spine, on your left-hand side, about halfway up. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it from desk work or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So bearing that in mind, I'm going to select some essential oils, and then we'll kinesiology muscle test you for them. So can I just check? Yeah. So thumb to little finger, and I'm going to try and pull them apart. You're going to hold them together nice and strong.
Right. Okay.
And hold. Really strong. Lovely. So let's try this one to you, and then give me that again, and hold. Really strong. Okay, so that's black pepper we like. This is evening, so I presume you're just going to go home and relax, or go to bed, or
well, not go straight to bed, but just relax. Yeah.
Have you got things to do tonight? You got to be no. Lovely.
No.
So I'm going to include some relaxing ones that are also good for the shoulder, and obviously a nice massage. So I'm looking for, that's the one. If you can hold that to you, and then hold. Yeah. I don't know. I had a feeling about that wasn't going to hold, but it did. I'm just trying to think what will bring those two together. Maybe pettigrain. Let's have a look at this. And hold. Really strong. Okay. I just want to double check, so I'm going to ask you if you like them or not.
Right.
Yeah, so that's called pettigrain of flowers.
Okay.
It's basically orange blossom.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
Ylang ylang. You might be familiar with that. It's in a lot of perfumes and
I like
cosmetics. This will be different.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I prefer those two.
Yeah, so they're the flowery ones. They're literally flowers. This is black pepper, and I'm thinking of
on the thing.
being a Swedish massage, so it's warming and stimulating, but also sorting out that shoulder.
Okay.
But it will be mainly flowery.
Okay.
Right, so I'm just going to pop these oils into the warming sunflower oil.
Okay. Gosh, I've been looking forward to this all day.
Have you? You booked it a long time ago, didn't you?
Yeah. And then we're going on our cruise on Friday.
Oh, wait, just remind me where you're going.
Norway.
Oh.
On the coast.
Amazing.
Yeah. Winter Wonderland.
Oh, and it is wintry there now,
yeah,
is it?
It is, yeah.
Oh. Okay, just applying the essential oil. So you may hear me giving a little bit of narration to the massage just for the viewers, so you can simply drift off in your own little world. Okay, so this oil is really hydrating and moisturising for dry skin because it's a beautiful, organic, full of vitamins sunflower oil. It's sinking into the skin straight away. Already feeling much better. So I'm going to start off with a little effleurage after a nice back stretch. So Lisa, give me 3 nice long breaths.
Go as hard as you want as well.
Okay, I will check in with you occasionally and just check that the pressure is what you want. Just going to apply a little bit more oil around the shoulders, they're a bit dry. Okay, so this is going to be a Swedish massage but using essential oils. And Swedish includes firmer, sometimes faster, deeper moves than a typical aromatherapy style massage. So I'm just warming the back up at the moment with plenty of whole effleurage. So I like including the whole spine, whole neck, coming around the very tops of the shoulders, sides of the body, very base of the sacrum, and then strongly up. And the whole time I'm doing this, I'm checking at the same time. So I'm checking for any particular areas of tension, particularly cool, particularly warm, areas that are soft and fluid. Now I'm going to come up and look at these shoulders. Again, always encompassing the whole area, bringing the hand underneath the shoulder point. And using the fingers to trace a line around that beautiful scapular wing. And the area should go nice and rosy, which it is doing. That's good. That's what we want. It's clicking a little bit. And this was the area earlier on the other side, on here, wasn't it, Lisa? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That you're feeling a bit of tension today. How long have you been feeling sore there?
Past 2-3 days.
Okay, so it's quite recent. That's good. Good timing to get a massage then. So I'll do some moves. And I like doing it symmetrically, so we'll probably do it on both sides to try and release any trapped nerve or fascia in spasm there. Oh yes, it's clicking on this side. Can you feel that? It's going nice and rosy now. That's good. So I'm using a double-handed approach to really get the blood, the circulation stimulated. So the 3 essential oils we're using, we've got the black pepper, which is spicy and stimulating, really good for blood flow, good for any muscle ache and pain. We've got the ylang-ylang, which is fantastically soporific, aiding sleep. It's excellent for insomnia, really good for stress. It also happens to be good for balancing skin complexion. And whether this is something you're after or not, but it's also an aphrodisiac. And then we've got the pettigrain of flowers, which is a bit of an unusual oil, but I chose it because it's going to work really well with the other 2 essential oils, a lovely blossom flower. Very relaxing, soothing, lovely on the skin, and it's uplifting. So I'm just going to take the arm, let it relax. Lovely. Just going to pull it a little and then support it. Let the elbow go. Lovely. And I'm just going to massage and work into that scapula. So let the arm go. I've got you. Lovely. Just pulling that scapula away. Okay, let it sink down there. So I'm lifting the front of the shoulder point so that I raise the scapula and therefore are able to get the fingers around the edge of that scapula and underneath it. And it's moving really well, that's good. Still got that click there. So I'm just going to come with strong thumbs over the top of the trapezius. And then a little bit of knuckling using one hand. We will get rid of that click. And then into the side of the neck, up the sternocleidomastoid, that beautiful strong muscle. And pushing any waste toxins and knots over from the back, over the top to the front, to the cervical lymph factory, take away any of that waste deposit. And now using double thumbs over the very top edge, like the ridge of the shoulder.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we found the source of the click.
Mm-hmm.
So Lisa, can you give me a nice deep breath, please? And again. Okay, let's see if it's still there. It's actually hooking on the very top of the scapula, that top inside corner. It's better, but still there. And then I just want to work a little bit on this area, which we can develop a bit of a thickening of the fascia there. If our posture isn't great, just means that the neck and the muscles at the very top of the back are trying to support a forward tilting head. And they tend to bulk up a little bit, so a massage is excellent for that posture. I'm going to come to the other side. Repeat the same action. Of course, this is the offending shoulder. Bringing some warmth to the area first, because of course the left shoulder's nice and warm now. Tracing a line with thumbs after doing a double-handed effleurage just around the one shoulder, bringing the blood circulation to the area just like the rosy left shoulder, and tracing up the edge of the erector spinae, the spine, bringing upward effect all the way up to the neck. Seeing what the spine is telling me. Looking around the shoulder for some movement there. Good. Again, going nice and rosy, just what we want. And then over the flat plate of bone, the scapula, pushing the toxins away to under the armpit, the lymph node. And then just bringing that arm out, letting it go, pulling it a little, securing under the shoulder point. Ooh, lovely, that's good. Stretching and raising, trying to release any trapped nerve. And then along the ridge. Oh yes, I think it's worse on this side.
Is it?
Who'd have thought it? Yeah, it just feels a bit bulkier here. We've got another little click going on over here. The pressure all right?
Yes.
There it is. In exactly the same place as the other side, just around that top corner. Okay, nice deep breath, Lisa. And then I'm going to hook it up. So, alternating, overlapping hands, hooking the trapezius and bringing it back, like almost bending. I can feel quite a knot in there. knuckling over the scapular flat plates, shifting and agitating any toxins, moving them off to the armpit lymph nodes. Lightly down and strongly up. Returning to the effleurage and resuming at the sacrum strongly. And interestingly, the sacrum, another flat plate of bone, can actually tolerate quite a lot of pressure. It feels very good to have, again, those toxins that sit happily because nothing's going to move them when they're on a plateau. It feels really good to have them moved, massaged away. And then into the glute maxes, just the ridges, very top. Warming the skin, getting the blood down to the area. Yeah, the sacrum feels nice and warm now. And then around those iliac crests. Using full strength, separating and pushing down to the couch along the obliques. Okay, now on to some percussion move. Okay, so that was the hacking and the cupping. And then just some whole double-handed circling. Integrating the whole back so that the whole back feels like it's operating as one team of all these different body parts. And strongly each side of the spine to clear the channel, each side of the row of vertebra and inside the erector spinae, all the way up to the occiput, and then overlapping each side, clearing that channel, always looking for any congestion. Lovely. Splitting the back into 3 parts, top, middle and lower, encompassing the hips, the thoracics and the scapula. Does any part of your back feel like it needs a bit more, Lisa?
No. Do you think my shoulders have been worked on enough?
Yeah, that was quite a lot. They went nice and rosy. They responded really well. I did some moves, as in got your arm and shoulder to move, as well as various techniques. It looks good. How does it feel in that offending area?
That feels fine.
Yeah, and this side? Yeah. I mean, the blood is getting through really well. I mean, that's a really good sign. So knuckling round the sole of the foot. It's feeling a little chilly at the moment at the extremity, but soon warming up. And feeling into the Achilles, bending it each way to check out the health, the softness. And then strongly up the back of the calf, raising the knee so it's relaxed and comfortable on the couch, And then using base the heel of my hand down into the calf, separating where the calf splits halfway up. And there's very strong, solid calf muscle. Just needs a little softness there, instilling nice massage, relaxing the muscles, clearing any toxins that tend to pool in the V of those muscles. Lovely. Strongly up the back of the thigh, hamstrings, and bringing them round to the outside edge. Warming them first. Before a little knuckling. Got nice wide legs here to give me stability and bring me down to the level of the couch. Strongly up. And then some percussion moves again, starting with a little hacking. Moving the toxins up and away. Now the muscle's nice and warm. And pushing the foot down into the soft, cushioned couch. Knuckling around the toes, the ball, the pad, the instep, and the raise of the heel to the back. Warming the whole leg. Raising that lower leg again. Bouncing the knee so it's comfortable on the couch, and then again using the heel of my hand to split the calf at the place the gastrocnemius splits, using either the heel of my hand or a row of finger pads to really move any of that saturated congestion in the V of that muscle. Get it down up to the popliteal lymph node at the back of the knee, and away. Strong hands alternating up the calf once more. Gently over the popliteal and strongly up the back of the ham to the side of the hip. Feeling the top of the femur and round, hooking those muscles over, bending them, warmth. Putting my elbow into my hips so that I've got increased strength, power up the side of that thigh. And then again, some lovely percussion. Nice and warm. Into the solar plexus and off. Would you like an eye pillow? And a nice stretch. And then strongly up the shin, working my fingers each side and underneath the two bones there. This can feel a little sore if there's any congestion there, what we call stagnation. But this really helps the lymph in the legs, any swelling, fluid retention. It's really good to get rid of aches and pains if we do a lot of standing and walking. So just feeling the edge of that fibula and tibia. coming up the outside of that calf. And then feeling into the lovely knee. Making sure the patella is relaxed and moving nicely, nice and fluid. There's a little bit of crunch around the outside, and massage, like a petrissage, tends to get rid of that down the outside of the knee. And then over to the lymph node, the popliteal. And whole hands around the muscles of the knee, relaxing and soothing them. Before coming up to hook behind the knee, hook at the back of the hamstrings and over the top of the quadriceps. Again, just warming up, bringing some circulation to the area. Kind of lovely alternating hand overlapping technique. And then strongly, having got those toxins up from the inside to the lateral side, strongly pushing them up to the inguinal lymph up in the pelvic girdle. Lovely, nice and rosy. Followed by a nice soothing massage of the foot, including the ankle, around that lovely joint. So strongly again into the instep, over the toes and pads, looking for any dry skin or strain. And then into the lovely toes, so massaging, rotating, gently stretching every toe. And then tracing lines in between the metatarsals, clearing any congestion again, up to the ankle and away. And then a nice toe flick, clearing any waste, clearing any energy we don't need. And holding to warm. introducing that lovely oil to the whole area, every toe, the front, sides, top and bottom of the whole leg, sweeping around that lovely quadricep up to the pelvis, warming the foot. And then strongly up each side of that tibio-fibula again, looking for any difference to the other leg. It feels quite strong, nice strong ankle, quite solid into the shin. Using my fingers into and under the edge of those bones. That can feel a little sore at times. It's got nice and rosy. And then over the knee, around, over, and moving waist to the back, to the lymph node, so around that lovely patella. Checking for movement, encouraging a little movement side to side, top to bottom, and over to the back. And then from the back of the knee, strongly from the back, over the inside, over the top of the quadricep, and up to the pelvis. Lovely and rosy again, nice and warm. So picking up the muscle and feeling it bend towards its head, over to the top of the femur and the pelvis. Lovely, really good. And a lovely ankle rotation. Soothing around the joint. Thumbs in between the metatarsals. Checking and clearing. And lifting the heel in order to massage strongly with knuckles over the heel. Instep pads, moisturising any hard skin, and the back of the toes. That's good. Feels so nice having them knuckled. And separating, isolating, rotating each toe, massaging into the neck of each toe, and a gentle stretch. And a toe flick. Before reassuring and covering. Been warming some socks, ready for some cold feet. Nice fluffy socks. Applying some warmed oil with that ylang ylang, black pepper and the petitgrain. How's your temperature, Lisa? Are you okay? Yeah. So massaging into the abdomen, nice and gently. Softly over the base, and then feeling therapeutically up, across and down. In an upside down horseshoe movement, up the ascending, across the transverse, and down the descending colon, and then picking up the side. Nice muscle massage movement, bringing the muscle up, bending it, softening and warming, and then up this side, And then a soothing double-handed petrissage. That's good, just getting everything moving in the right direction, clearing any pockets, making sure it's all working correctly as it should. Working on the energy zones, coming up the governing vessel. Down the anxiety point, open and back to the acupressure points, coming on to stomach, gallbladder, onto ovaries, spleen and liver, uterus, colon, and small intestine. And then overlapping in the correct direction from right to left. Slowing down. Effleurage. And off. And relaxing the arm down to the shoulder, massaging into the elbow. And then all the way down from elbow to the shoulder, so that gravity is helping me remove any waste materials back down to that armpit lymph node. Strong thumbs into the forearm, especially tight when we use our hands and arms for work, whether that's on a computer or manually. And there is a muscle right here that's quite strong and dense. That can feel a bit sore, but so nice to have it relieved, just massaging into the elbow crook to take away lymph and stimulating that lymph node. And rotating at the hand. Oh, there's a little click there. Stretching and then using thumb pads to clear any congestion there that might be causing that click. And thumb pads in between the metacarpals, those long bones going up into our hand that extend to our fingers, and then around each digit into each knuckle, rotating, massaging, stretching. And then a beautiful massage technique separating thumb and little finger, alternating thumb pads over the solar plexus point of the hand, relaxing into the fingers, deeper and deeper, clearing anything we don't need in our lives from the solar plexus. Clearing any negativity, leaving us simply feeling happy. Up to the elbow point and a little stretch. Smoothing the oil into the whole arm, under, over, into the fingers, up into the side of the neck, crook of the elbow, anchoring the hand and smoothing around that elbow joint. Securing in place and then massaging over, under, to the side, all the way down. This oil is smelling amazing. I can particularly smell the ylang ylang. And relaxing back down. Two strong thumbs into the inside of the forearm, checking and clearing, warming, circulation boosting. Stimulating the lymph node and circling the wrist. It's particularly nice having a massage where we normally wear rings, because this area is never agitated or massaged or treated. So just moving that tissue, that fascia, helping to dissolve any stagnation and congestion there, all the way around the whole top sides back of the finger. And then separating thumb, little finger, and massaging into the palm, relaxing the fingers and getting deeper and deeper into that hand. And a nice tug. And then knuckling around the shoulder point. Up the top of that trapezius, smoothing, getting knuckles deeply along that ridge line and into the acupressure line under the occiput, smoothing down the side of the neck, stretching the shoulder away and strongly whole hand pushing the head, stretching it, and then tracing a line, feeling that edge of the deltoid around the back. And strongly into those shoulders again, this time from the top. Finding that congestion again, clicking that knot. Knowing this will really help with easiness, flexibility and mobility over the next few days as the warmth penetrates through and elongates every muscle. Around and stretching before coming back and over. Pushing the shoulder down and away before stretching the length. And again around the front of the deltoid, hooking under the edge, the back, along that line. It's quite solid here on the right hand side. So bending and flexing that muscle while it's relaxed and warm to create more length, softness. Disperse any knots and lactic acid. And then massaging with thumb strongly down the side of the neck, finding the edge of that muscle, clearing it away. Stretch it down and then head to the other side, back to the centre, and now double-handed, knuckling both sides symmetrically into that centre fascia. And back of the neck, stretching, and now a nice neck release, lifting the whole head, fingers each side of the spine, pulling up along the erector spinae, and the whole neck, letting the head tilt back. And repeating. Neck release. Holding into the cavity above the spine, encouraging release to the occiput, creating freedom from tightness. And then lengthening. Tropic Skincare Smoothing Cleanser. With a little warm water into the neck, the face. Smelling wonderful of rosemary and lemon, soothing with oils, brightening, clearing, and still hydrating. Gentle to the eyes. Wonderful for the lips. Smells and feels absolutely wonderful. cloths up the neck. Jawline over the lips. Soothing over the forehead, even over the eyes. Already looking glowing, beautiful complexion. Using Tropic Face Smooth. Lovely, granular, creamy exfoliator. Mixed with a little hot water. And then into the neck. And the whole face. Avoiding the eye area. Over their lovely forehead, into the brow line, even the eyebrow line, into the temples. Feels lovely on the neck, under the jaw. Feels hydrating and yet cleaning and clearing. Smells beautiful, very fruity. Lovely over the potential frown line area. Soothing before there's any chance of wrinkles. So good for the complexion, and a must before any mask or facial cupping. And hot cloths. Remove the face smooth, just airing them a little. At temperature okay. And then up the neck. Over the jawline. Okay, is it temperature okay? some Tropic morning mist. Beautiful floral water to help cool, hydrate the skin. Plenty of hyaluronic acid. And then beautiful glowberry for balancing skin tone, complexion. Just patting it to the whole face and neck. Again, a lovely fruity smell. So nice for balancing skin tone and any redness. Then I'm going to follow with the facial cupping experts prickly pear seed oil, which is so high in vitamin E, even more than argan oil or most other oils. It's just incredibly good for the skin. Just going to lower that slightly to work on the décolleté. Introducing plenty of oil ready for the facial cupping. I'm going to start off with a little facial cupping at the décolleté, smoothing the cups out from the centre, working on the cervical lymph. So we always stimulate the lymph node. In this case, it's a bit of a lymph factory, it's such a big area, in order to tell that area that there's going to be plenty of waste to remove shortly, and then we work on the whole area. That's a bit of a heads up at that point, followed by the clearing of the whole area. Now working to the neck. And under the chin. The cups are working really well in this area, that's a good sign. Stimulating the gland, the lymph node, and then up the sides of the neck, which is fantastic for skin tone, muscle tone. Helping to reduce any sagginess of the skin, muscle around this area. And now onto the jawline. Nice and strong cupping, clearing all the way up to the ear. And then over the chin. Beautiful. And then the cheeks. The cheeks tend to take on a lovely rosy complexion soon after being cupped. Nice and strong. And then the forehead. First of all, coming up the centre line, removing any chance of frown lines, wrinkles, and then coming over and round the whole brow, going along the same direction as any potential lines. So we're not increasing the width of those lines, we're removing them by going along the length of any of them. Stimulating at the temples. And then working in between the eyebrows with the little cups. The area should go nice and rosy, which it has done. It looks good. It works straight away, removing any lines and creating a lovely plump complexion there. Now working underneath the eyes, helping remove any sagginess and potential bags there, all the way around the orbital bone. So if we started with facial cupping, you'd be doing this every day for a couple of weeks, and then 3 times a week for a couple of weeks, and then to about twice a week or every 3 days. And that would be your maintenance for looking after your skin with these facial cups. Doing exactly the same pattern that I've done, starting at the décolleté, coming up the neck, the face, and then with the smaller cups round any frown lines, the eyes, and eventually we'll be doing the lips. So this area, cupping really helps any sagging of the upper eyelid. And now onto the lips. So this really helps plump up the lips, gives them a fuller roundness and really good colour as well. Obviously brings circulation to the area, so lips tend to look really rosy and healthy when they're cupped. Looking lovely. Now coming back to the Tropic Skincare, the Skin Relief. being a lovely greeny cream. It's lovely for any rosy complexion, calming, very healing. It's got a lovely scent to it as well. And because it's on top of that beautiful prickly pear seed oil, the oil will encourage the skin relief to sink even further into the skin. Now working with Eye Dream. Again, Tropic Skincare, using a good amount of this lovely colour. Sharing between finger pads and then gently over the orbital bone. And this will encourage a good night's sleep. It encourages the muscles to relax, and therefore reducing any lines and dark circles. It has an instant effect. And then Aloe Lips from Forever Living. Beautiful lip salve to nourish, hydrate and protect the skin of the lips. It heals any dryness and any other issues the lips may have. And finishing off with a little scalp massage. Hands massaging the top and sides of the head. In tune with the breathing, encouraging oxygen to circulate around the scalp, hair follicles, muscles of the head, and then petrissage over the temporals using finger pads. Double thumbs over the center meridian. Pressing, activating those acupressure points. And again, the meridian lines above the eyes going over the head, more stimulation. turning the head and massaging the back of the scalp into the occiput line, an area that can feel quite sore and tight. Moving the skin of the scalp over the layer of bone so that it's mobile and loosening, nice and soft. And then the parietals over the top of the head, pushing them down, round, over the sagittal suture. And then back to the other side. Finger pad petrissage, and then some gentle hair pulling from the edges of the scalp coming up, stretching the neck and the head in one direction. And gently massaging the ear. A nice rotation. And back to the other side. And the lovely ear into the soft tissue, the front, and then rotating. Strongly first time. Simply contact second time. And very lightly. Third time. keeping your eyes closed and taking a nice long breath. Continuing with the deep breathing, sending your breath all the way around your body. Feeling the breath arrive at the extremities, the fingertips and the toe tips, perhaps being aware of a magnetism, a vibration of energy in the pads, the palms and the soles, and then gently introducing a little movement to the fingers, to the toes, maybe stretching into the soles and the palms, and then circling into the ankles and the wrists. And then perhaps circling into the shoulders, rotating them in one direction and then the other. And if you feel like it, bringing your arms up over your head for a whole body stretch. And opening your eyes if you feel like it. Or not.
I could fall asleep, I could.
You okay?
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Oh,
lovely.
You enjoyed that?
Yeah.
You looked like you did.
I could have swore, I was almost off.
Oh.
I think it's your voice as well, it's very calming.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, that's kind.